Tonight on Late Night Snack, we're making late night snack for a late night snack. I know it sounds a little confusing, just cue the intro, you'll understand it. Hey folks, welcome to Late Night Snack. I'm your host, Jared Lendy. Let's talk. Back when picking a name for this show, there was one that stood out amongst the rest, and that's because it paid homage to one of the greatest ice cream flavors of all time, and that is Ben & Jerry's Late Night Snack. The ice cream released in 2011 as a flavor promoting Jimmy Fallon's new late night show, Late Night with Jimmy Fallon. And it was amazing. Vanilla bean ice cream with a salted caramel drizzle, and here's the best part. Fudge Covered Potato Chips. It was a sweet and salty ice cream like no other. Also helped I was a big fan of Jimmy Fallon back in the day with his stuff on SNL, and his thank you notes were pretty hilarious. But it's been over 10 years now, and he's now on The Tonight Show, and his show has become a little more political. I've stopped watching. Not only the show's gone political, but the ice cream company, Ben & Jerry's, has gone super political now. Now, call me old-fashioned all you want, but I prefer when an ice cream company doesn't hate my guts because of my political beliefs. I mean, imagine if my favorite ice cream company did the same thing and attacked me for what I believe in. Hey, Jared. What is it, Oberwise? Heard you prefer flour tortillas to corn tortillas. What gives? You're actually right, I do prefer flour tortillas to corn tortillas, and in my Mexican pizza video I actually explain with facts and logic why the flour tortilla is superior to the... And even if we put politics aside, the ice cream that replaced Late Night Snack is kind of a downgrade. This is the flavor that replaced it, the Tonight Dough. You know, the play on words. Caramel and chocolate ice cream with chocolate cookie swirls and gobs of chocolate chip cookie dough and peanut butter cookie dough. I do have to admit, it's a decent flavor, but I mean, it's chocolate cookie dough ice cream. I expected nothing less from Ben & Jerry's. On the other hand, Late Night Snack was revolutionary. It only had 3 components, and it had a salty-sweet combination that no other person has recreated. Until now, because we are going to recreate Late Night Snack tonight. Also, it's because I have this new ice cream maker that my parents got me for Christmas, and I've been wanting to try it ever since, and this is the best time to make this, so stay tuned. Not gonna lie, this one was a little difficult for me to make with recipe research. Usually I like to try the thing that I'm making and maybe get a few things online for research, and then make my own via test kitchen. I really can't do that with this recipe. In addition to the ice cream not being in existence anymore, I couldn't really find much else online. The best I could come up with are a couple of tasting videos that people did right when the ice cream came out, and then a Martha Stewart recipe that the ingredient is the Late Night Snack ice cream for this ice cream cake. I mean, I'm on Ben & Jerry's website. It doesn't even include it on the flavor cemetery, so they really do not want to show this recipe anymore. Well, that just means that I'm going to go in this blind and start completely from scratch, starting with what potato chip we need to use. Now, it's obvious that we are not using like a flavored chip, like a barbecue chip, but we still have 2 that we need to work on. There's either Lay's or Ruffles. Now, the Lay's potato chip is a classic chip. Only problem is, it's not that sturdy. You're able to easily break it. It's very frail, and the moment that we add the chocolate and the ice cream, it's gonna wither away. On the other hand, we have the Ruffles chip. With the ridges, it actually has some structural integrity. This one actually took a little more time to actually break the chip. And we're gonna have it sturdy enough that it's not only gonna support the chocolate and the ice cream, but with the ridges, you're able to add more flavor into it. So, without a doubt, the obvious choice is the Ruffles. These are good too. Now, right here, I just got some chocolate that I melted in the microwave. And I'm going to start out with about a handful of our potato chips, and I'm just gonna fold them into the chocolate. I feel like I can add a little bit more to there. I'd say that's pretty good for covering the chips. And once you got your chips done, all you have to do is just place them on a baking sheet lined with some parchment paper and just wait until they harden. They don't have to be completely covered, but make sure they have some chocolate on them. I mean, these are chocolate covered potato chips after all. A lot of recipes, including this one, requires half and half, which you guys can get from the store, but it only takes 2 ingredients to make and it's simple. So I'm going to actually show you how to make it. Starting with the heavy whipping cream. You are going to add a 1/4 cup into this measuring device, followed by a 1/4 cup of your milk, and say with me now, another 1/4 cup of the heavy whipping cream. Getting this, cameraman? Followed by an additional 1/4 cup of whole milk. And now take a little whisk, give that a stir, and there you have your half and half. Okay, I know that this joke might not be funny for a lot of you guys, but whether you like it or not, I'm teaching you guys how to cook through comedy. So if you want, hit that subscribe button, and you're going to have to make another 2 cups of half and half for this recipe. So let's get to making it. And we're back, folks. This recipe requires a custard, so that's what we're doing right now. Starting with the egg yolks, as you can see, a couple of them already got broken, but that's okay because I have the 3/4 cup of sugar that I'm just going to slowly whisk into the egg yolks anyways. So they're going to be broken anyways. And we're just going to whisk this until it's lighter in color. Now this looks good, so I'm just going to slowly add in our half and half. Homemade would be preferable. A main source of vanilla that we are going to use is from this vanilla pod right here. And to prep it, all you have to do is take a paring knife, run it across the entire pod, and take that same knife, press down right here, and run your knife through the entire pod, just like so. And once you have the vanilla bean ready, just place it in the pot. Make sure to get all the insides out. And all you're gonna do, turn this on medium-low heat, and you're gonna whisk this until it's nice and thickened. I'll show you how it looks when it's done. We're gonna do the spoon trick right now. So what you're gonna do is just dip your spoon inside the mixture, and as you can see, it perfectly coats the back of the spoon. And now we can kill the heat. We're also going to fish out the vanilla bean because we do not need that anymore. Just for another added vanilla flavor, we are just going to add another teaspoon of just plain old vanilla extract. And just whisk that in. Also, if you do not have vanilla beans, you can just replace 1 vanilla pod with 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. Just make sure to add it at the end of this process. You're going to want to cool this down as quickly as possible, so I transfer this into a metal bowl that was underneath an ice water bath. You can tell that there was ice into it. However, this mixture was so hot that it melted quite a bit of the ice. However, in the process, it cooled it down quite nicely. So we are almost done with the first step of the ice cream making process. And to prevent a skin from forming on the custard, I'm just gonna take this plastic wrap and press down right on top of the custard. That way, nothing can go inside of the custard, and it'll protect it from forming a skin on top. and we are going to park it in the refrigerator for about 24 hours. Last thing we have to prep for the ice cream before churning is the caramel drizzle. So I have a can of dulce de leche that I just put in this microwave safe bowl, and to that I'm adding a pinch of salt, followed by about a tablespoon of milk, and I'm gonna give that a little bit of a stir. Once it looks like this, you're gonna park it in the microwave for about 30 seconds, give it a stir, and then put it in the microwave for another 30 seconds, and it should be ready. Just make sure that this is cooled down before placing it into the ice cream mixture. I don't think I need to explain that. It's just gonna get melty everywhere. You're not gonna like that. Speaking of which, let's get started with churning. Well, it is churning day, and I have the ice cream base ready, and we put the core in the freezer. Hey, did you guys know that these had to be frozen for like 24 hours in the freezer? The ice cream maker, Cuisinart, said, oh, you'll have your ice cream done in about 20 minutes. Well, this does not look like 20 minutes to me. Anyways, I have the scraping mechanism that you're supposed to place inside of here. That way the ice cream can be scraped off from the freezing core. And we have the safety protector. I'm just gonna latch on here. And we are going to actually turn on the machine. We have the ice cream base, and we're just gonna pour this directly into the machine. And now all we have to do is wait. You'll know when it's done when it reaches like a soft serve consistency. And then we can add in the potato chips. Now this looks almost done, so right now, before we turn it off, I'm gonna add a few of the potato chip chunks. That way they get a little incorporated. You don't need a lot. And that looks good, so we are going to turn it off. That looks fantastic. For this occasion, I bought this new ice cream container. First, place some of the ice cream from the scraper onto the bottom. Maybe scoop a little bit more from here. We're going to add about a spoonful of our dulce de leche and mix it just a little bit. Follow that with more of the ice cream, a couple more potato chip chunks, and some of the dulce de leche. Swirl it a little bit, and repeat, just like an ice cream lasagna. And just scoop the rest of the ice cream on top. This is gonna go inside of the freezer for about a few hours. Overnight is better. Well, it's been 24 hours. And here we have the late night snack ice cream. And let's give it a taste. Oh my goodness. This is just how I remember it, if not better. You have the vanilla bean ice cream. I feel like I unintentionally made frozen custard instead of regular ice cream by accident, and it was a very happy accident. You get a little saltiness from the caramel drizzle and the potato chips. It's the perfect balance for me. I feel like what made this is that we made our own half and half. I know a lot of you will be tempted to make this ice cream using that one method that involves the heavy whipping cream and the sweetened condensed milk to make the quicker version of the ice cream, which I'm okay with. I've used that multiple times, but making your own ice cream base and churning it makes a huge difference. I suggest try this at least once. If I had a time machine to just travel back to when this got canceled originally, like past Jared would be ecstatic right now. Well, that's all the time we have for tonight, folks. Until next time, I'm Jared Lendy with Late Night Snack. Good night! Hey kid, I'm you from the future. Oh yeah, I can tell the passage of time because of the glasses. Do I have a girlfriend finally? That's not important. What's important is, got something for you. You might like this. Is this? Yep. Late night snack ice cream. This is amazing. Thanks, Jared. Happy to help. Work here's done. Wait, is there anything I need to know about the future? Oh, not much is going on. I mean, they made 3 new Star Wars movies. That's about it. Well, that's pretty cool. Who's gonna be the villain? Kathleen Kennedy. What?
Don't forget to share, comment, and like this YouTube video. And make sure you're subscribed to Jared Lendy Show.